name and what title you'd like me to use.
Sure. So I'm Katie Rosenberg. You know how to spell it, I assume. Rosenberg. And I'm a candidate for Wausau mayor.
So first, what made you want to run for mayor this year?
Yeah, you know, I have been thinking about this for a couple of months, probably closer to a year. And I'm thinking, you know, what does Wausau need to succeed? And, you know, you see some projects and some tactics being deployed, and some of them are really cool, and you really want to see them succeed, and you know they'll do well. And then you see others kind of flounder a little bit, and things aren't happening, or you know, you have those liens on river life. So I guess what made me want to run is when I went looking to see, like, okay, how does all this stuff fit together? There's no strategic plan. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, these are the things that a city needs to succeed. We need metrics. We need to understand how we're going to reach our goals. I want to make sure that we're leveling up. I want to make sure we're attracting new people here and new businesses. I want to make sure that we have economic justice. You know, we were just talking over here a little bit about, you know, there's a little bit of a discrepancy between the people at the top and the people at the bottom. So, you know, they're asking me, well, what can a city do? And so let's look into this. I mean, this is an issue that I've heard about more than once now. So that's basically what I want to do. I want to start with a plan, and I really want to start with people first. I want them to tell me what the priorities are, and I want to take that to a city council, and I want us to work on that together.
So what are kind of the big issues that you're going to run on for this election?
Right. So I think I've got a couple of things. Number one, I'm really interested in the concept of innovation here. So what does that mean? It's big picture stuff, right? Like world-changing stuff, but that's not usually the stuff that you can get done in one cycle, or even, you know, the lifetime of somebody. I mean, some of the stuff that you're seeing happen, you know, started 20 years ago. So innovation can also mean doing what you're doing, but better. So I'm looking at, like, where do you find those efficiencies? Where can we partner with maybe the county, maybe some other businesses? Maybe, like, well, how can we do this better? And then I'm really interested in diversity and inclusion. I think you saw that this week when we were working on the county board for Pride Month. I'm interested in how do we make sure that everyone feels included. And then obviously economic development is so huge. We are doing a lot of development and it looks beautiful, but I want to make sure that we have that economic part of it included. So that's one of those things where we want to look at how the public dollar is being invested against the private dollar. What is the payoff? Things like that. I really want to make sure we're using best practices and not gut feelings and, you know, wishes. And so I have a couple of other ideas that I'm hearing from people. I'm going to pressure test a couple of them, but I'm really interested in hearing from people at Wausau. What do you want to see included here?
And looking at the current city administration, what do you think you can improve upon as mayor?
Yeah, so I think one of the things I bring to the table is that, you know, I'm a manager. That is my real job. That is what I do in life. So I think some of the things going on at City Hall could probably benefit from that management experience. I want to develop people. I want them to feel good about what they're doing, how they're working. I want to make sure that we're communicating the right messages at the right time. You know, sometimes you have press releases and people driving by. You know, you want to make sure you're really careful with what you're telling the public, and that you're telling the truth, and that you're making people feel good about what you're working on. You know, I've been spending some time talking to some of the departments, some employees, and you know, they're kind of telling me about different things. And, you know, obviously there's two sides to every story, but some of that stuff I'm hearing crop up, and I think, oh my gosh, there are ways for these different departments who don't talk right now to kind of come together and make good things happen, and it'll be a little bit more efficient and effective for everyone.
So obviously it's pretty early here, and
it's very, you know, 41 weeks.
Yes. So what do you think is the most important thing that people should know about your campaign for mayor?
Yeah, I think what I want people to know about me is, and my campaign, is that I am looking for ideas. I have a lot of my own ideas, but I really want people to come to me and say, you know what, I care about debt. This is what I care about. I care about, you know, public hearings. I care about democracy. You know, I want to hear what people care about, because that's really what's going to be included in my strategic plan. I would love to get that started before I'm in that corner office over there, right? So come talk to me now.
And then I saw on your Twitter today that the record review a picture of you and saying you were uncompromising on the Pride vote on Tuesday. So what do you say to that? And
you know,
using that word.
You know what? I was the one that brought forward the amendment that kind of married the substitute and the original resolution together. So I think that's compromising. But you know what? I'm not going to compromise on people. I'm not going to compromise on how they feel when they're here.